Hello, I'm Randy Fitzgerald, also known as Nomad in the gaming world. I am the world's first quadriplegic professional video game player. After 16 years, my name's in the credits in Call of Duty. I was born with a rare muscle and joint disorder called arthrogryposis, and I play video games with my face without any adaptive technology. In the early 80s of the height of the arcade days, my dad used to go to a local bowling alley. I got into video games because he got me into video games by one day he could just see my eyes lighting up, every time I looked at those Pac-Man machines, those Frogger machines. And so one day he took me out of my wheelchair and he pulled a pinball machine up next to one of the Pac-Man machines, laid me on my stomach so my chin could reach the joystick of the Pac-Man machine. And I was hooked to video games ever since. In 1985, when the original Nintendo came out, I had to learn how to play a new, at the time, advanced gaming system. I just quickly realized if I turned the controller sideways, counterclockwise, 90 degrees, where my chin would hit the D-pad, my top lip would hit the A and B buttons, I could play games that way. And I've basically been playing video games that almost that exact same way ever since. In 2006, Robert Bowling, who was at the time the community manager for Infinity Ward, he invited me to play the Call of Duty 4 beta at E3. I said, I love your game, but I'm having a hard time playing it because I have a hard time holding down the left trigger and hitting the right trigger to shoot at the same time. It'd be great if you guys could at least make like a toggle option. The next day, Robert called me. He said, hey, we're gonna add that toggle and we're gonna name it Nomad. And I was like, oh, wow. So they made a patch to the game and the Nomad button layout came out. There is a toggle now to the left trigger. So you just tap it once to zoom in your gun, tap it again to lower it. Robert Bowling said, hey, what else can we do for you? I said, that'd be great, just to maybe see my name in the credits of a video game. And he was like, yeah, for sure, man, we'll get that done. Well, the following year, Infinity Ward was taken over by Activision Corporate. So yeah, that promise got lost after the 2006 event. For the longest time, I just completely ignored. Just this year, Raven Software reached out to me, said, hey, we've been doing, we have a whole new regime here and we're researching the Nomad layout and we realized it was named after you. What did all they promise when we put your layout into the game? I said, well, I just never got to see my name in the credits and they took care of it for me. So I am now after, 16 years. So after 16 years, my name's in the credits in Call of Duty. When people developed video games early in the day, accessibility was an afterthought. Like they would patch a game to include accessibility options, whereas now they're building games from the ground up with accessibility, in the forefront of development. And it brought a tear to my eye. I was like, oh, that's awesome.